Hello and welcome to my channel, Boo Snakes and More. Today we're going to be talking about sleep. So please like this video and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Watch my other house channel, A&A Snakes and Stuff. My youngest son's channel, Henny's Toys and Games. Or my oldest son's channel, Little Chris 10. Now let's dive into the video. Do you often wake up at 3 or 4 a.m. with an intense feeling of anxiety? Do you get stressed that you're awake and begin making a mental laundry list of everything you need to do the next day? Do you start thinking about fights you once had with your spouse or ponder how you have let yourself down in the past? If so, you're not alone. It's common for people to wake up at 3 or 4 a.m. regularly, and there's a reason why we choose this time to catastrophalize and worry. The good news is that there are some steps we can take to get through that awkward phase of the night so we can wake up refreshed. Why do I wake up at 3 or 4 a.m. every night? Many of us reliably wake up in the middle of the night because after we've had a good chunk of sleep, our bodies start to slowly prepare us for the day by reducing melatonin, the hormone that puts us to sleep and increases levels of cholesterol, the stress hormone. That biological phase of sleep is why we start to feel stressed. After the big hormone release at 3 or 4 in the morning, if you are dealing with stress in your life, you are more likely to wake up. If your life is calmer and you don't already have a stress baseline, you'll probably wake up, fall asleep quickly, and forget that it happened. Why do I wake up feeling stressed in the middle of the night? If you're already experiencing stress in your life, the extra cholesterol kick is going to cause you to wake up with a feeling of anxiety. The problem is that when you're laying in bed in the middle of the night, you are in a vulnerable position around this time in the sleep cycle or at our lowest or physical and cognitively. From nature's viewpoint, this is meant to be a time of physical and emotional recovery, so it's understandable that our internal resources are low. Greg Mowry, a psychological researcher with expertise in mood, sleep, and the circadian system, writes in the conversation. But we also lack other resources in the middle of the night: social connections, cultural assets. All the coping skills of an adult are unavailable at this time. Mari continues, with none of our human skills and capital, we are left alone in the dark with our thoughts. So the mind is partly right when it concludes the problems it's generated are unsolvable at 3 a.m. Most problems literally would be. At this moment, when you're stressed and feeling vulnerable, stuck in bed with no way out, we can begin to spiral. This is when we ruminate on why we forgot to feed the dog that one day in 1994, or contemplate why things went bad with your first significant other at 21. That's when we start recalling a disagreement with a friend or plotting out what we'll say the next time the issue arises. At this point, if we don't stop spiraling, we'll be up until 5 a.m. and we'll feel like garbage when it's time to go to work. The good news is that there are ways to get back to sleep and stop the downward anxiety spiral. Dr. Jade Wu says that if you wake up and feel stressed about things you need to take care of, walk out of your room so you don't associate it with stressors, and make a list to read in the morning. This will free you of your worries because you know you can care for them when you awake. Pay attention to your breath. Mari says you should redirect your attention from your thoughts to your breath, which is a form of meditation. I bring my attention to my senses, specifically the sound of my breath. When I notice thoughts arising, I gently bring my attention back to the sound of breathing. Mari writes in the conversation, this works in two ways. First, it takes your attention away from your spiraling thoughts. And second, the breathing exercise helps you relax. Have a bite to eat. Sometimes you wake up in the middle of the night because we're hungry and our blood sugar is dropping. The first question I ask my patients is when was the last time you ate? Sherry Bell is PhD psychological specializing in sleep disorders, told sleep.com. Often they finish their last meal at 7 p.m. and now it's 3 in the morning. That's 8 hours later, so guess what? They're out of fuel. If you've woken up because of a drop in blood sugar, experts recommend eating a small snack that includes protein and fat like peanut butter. Thank you for watching this video and peace out to the next one.